Blessings, peace, and blessings. Glory, glory to the eternal, forever living God. He has given you so many promises to never forsaken you in this world and to do for you things that nobody can do for you. Nobody can give you his great grace. Nobody can give you his great favor. No one can comfort your very spirit and give you inspiration to keep on fighting, to keep on going, and to live a great life. All glory given to he who lives forever and knows all things. Glory, glory to the eternal, forever living God. Now, I would like in this sit down to talk to all my brothers, men. Okay, I'm talking to men, but I'm especially, it goes two times. It goes two times for all my brothers out here who live in North America. Now, am I going to sit up here and say, oh, women, y'all can't sit up here and watch it? No, you can watch it too, because maybe you could save a life. Now, before I start on the video, right, I would like to take this time to apologize to all my brothers out there in the world, not to the younger ones, because they got to do whatever I said. You know what I'm saying? They got to do that. They have to. They don't got no choice in the matter. But all my other brothers, I would like to apologize, brother, because I said that it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to have semen retention. It is, you know what I'm saying? But I was wrong, my brothers. I was wrong, my older brothers out there in the world. And, you know, I'm a man, so I'm man enough to admit when I am wrong. You know what I'm saying? When I am wrong, I will come back and I will confiscate, I will reduct, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I said, just to show you that I'm just a man, to show you that I have an earnest heart. You know what I'm saying? I have an earnest heart, and I'm not trying to hurt nobody at all. So let's go ahead and get into, so I was wrong. Please accept my humble apologies. This new study came out and it just blew me out of the damn water. And then I was sitting up here, my mind was really contemplated on this studies, because it evolves in what I had said previous with the previous knowledge that was given to me by all of the doctors and all of the scientists and all of the theologians and all the smart people, you know what I'm saying, what they were saying. But sometimes when you get new knowledge, you know what I'm saying, are you just going to keep the old knowledge that you have and use that, expecting it to take you to the whole longevity of life? No, a real man knows how to admit when he wrong. I was wrong. I apologize. I'm sorry, but let's go ahead and get into this for tonight, because I want you to think about it. You know what I'm saying? I want you to think about it. But at the same time, we got a plan, because it still has to be some form of semen retention in this. And, you know, your brother Israel, oh, Jehoshaphat, you didn't even tell us what the show is. All right, let's go ahead and get into this.
Don't use it, you lose it. The only form of exercise your prostate gland gets is during erection, and that erection comes with sexual activity. So the study is abundantly clear that a man in healthy shape should be able to have sexual interaction 21 times a month. 21 times a month, to avoid prostate issues, prostate cancer, or cardiovascular issues. If you don't exercise the gland, it swells on you, it becomes enlarged. When it becomes enlarged, that is a precursor to cancer.
So now when they said, before I didn't believe women, you know what I'm saying? Women would always say that old saying, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. But now after this study had came out, and they brought all the smart people in on this, you know what I'm saying? I might have to show you more different scenes, because a lot of my brothers are hard-headed. Men in general are hard-headed. This is a sensitive topic, but then again, it's a serious situation. This is a doctor. He said that to prevent a man from getting prostate cancer, he has to have a sexual orgasm. He has to ejaculate 21 times in a month. Now, off the studies that I have got, it showed that 1 in 8 men will have a diagnosis of prostate cancer. But from what they're saying, if we can ejaculate 21 times in a month. And I know, brother, I know a lot of y'all like, damn, that's a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? But you better be like your brother. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I say this really doesn't affect younger men. I'm talking about men that's my age and older. Okay. we got to sit up here and we got to ejaculate 21 times in 1 month. Okay, we going to have to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We going to have to figure it out. What if you start at the beginning of the first, and you make sure by the 7th that you have ejaculated 21 times? You know what I'm saying? This is a very sensitive topic. A lot of men are going to run from this because they're hard-headed and they don't want to realize that we are made in the flesh. We wrapped up in these bodies, and to prevent this from happening to any of us, all we got to do is ejaculate 21 times in a month. Damn, that's a gang of times right there. You know what I'm saying? That is a lot of different times right there. But we gonna have to figure it out, brothers. That's why I'm so jealous of men that have women. This ain't even no issue to them. But even if you got a janky girl and she only trying to put out 4 times in a month, that's not good enough. We're men. You know what I'm saying? The doctor people said that we have to ejaculate 21 times every single month. Let me do my small math right here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay, 200. Okay, 220, 240. So 200, we got a bus. In a year's time, we got to bust 243 nuts. Damn, that's a lot right there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, ladies, I'm single. I'm just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta 21 times. Damn.
Yes, you have a beautiful wife. Do whatever it takes to please that woman so she can give it to you 21 times a month.
But that's if she pleases you, because you have to be in the right state of mind, isn't it?
Yeah, but don't quote me to your wife, Dr. Ken. So if she doesn't please you, I advocate to my patients that you can have a side chick. Your side chick will be on contract, then you just know that you need to do your 21 times to avoid prostate cancer.
What you are saying is to optimize. If you can't get it at home, you should find a way to outsource that person and let it be optimized. But you're talking about 21 times. I mean, a lot of people say it's impossible in our context. A man has not eaten properly in Nigeria. How can they find the strength for 21 times?
Thank you, doctor, for coming to the show tonight. Let me
tell you something. If you have a man, all right, and you want him to live a longer life than normal, then baby, you need to make sure that he is ejaculating at least 21 times a month, baby. You can divide it up however you want to, weekly. Understand what I'm saying? See?
Thank you, sister, for coming to the show and giving your opinion with your fine, sexy ass. Now, look at this sister. She really cares. You know what I'm saying? She really cares. Look what she said. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Because you still got to think. You still need semen retention for your strength. Still need it. You know what I'm saying? For health on your body. Still need it for your man prowess of your strength. You know what I'm saying? That's where we get it from, our testosterone. Our testosterone is produced in our manly parts, our nuts. So look what the sister said. She said that you could split it up. You know what I'm saying? You could split it up between the month, but as long as you do it 21 times. You know me, I don't like playing around. I'm trying to get it out the way with, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot right there. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing to a man about watching no damn pornos. I can't say nothing to him for having a side chick. I can't say nothing to him for picking up one of the ladies of the night. I can't say anything like that anymore because this is too damn serious to a man. Sister, can you finish off?
Your man lifespan is not gonna be that long, baby, if he is not ejaculating how he needs to. Now, some of y'all may say, well, baby, he can go jag out, baby. No, baby, he shouldn't have to go do that because he has you. Understand what I'm saying? All right. He should be able to ejaculate in you or on you, but he still needs to be able to ejaculate so he can have that long life. You heard it here first. Yeah.
Thank you, sister, for coming to the show tonight. We gonna drill. You know what I'm saying? I got to drill inside of my brothers' heads because we are, as black men, we are affected even more because we don't like going to the doctor. Oh, doctor, what's wrong? What's wrong? It's the clip too. Oh, doctor, I'm scared, doctor, man. We got to stop that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, me, I put my hand, sister, thank you for coming to the show tonight. I put my hand all the way up to Zion. You know what I'm saying? I throw my hand all the way up. We got to work on this. We got to work on our health. If we you see the men that came before us and later generations, they didn't have the technical technology and medical inventions and science. They were at the cuffs of that. The cuff bits of that, but we have it now. You know what I'm saying? We have the technology. We like the $5 million men. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen Lee Majors and the Bionic Man? We have the money to rebuild him. We have the money to give him brand new arms and made out of titanium. We can make him run 60 miles an hour. We can make him lift 500 pounds. We got the technology now. So brothers, you're going to have to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? You really got to think about this. Thank you, sister, for coming. It's fine, pretty self. Brother, thank you for coming to the show tonight. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Can you enlighten the minds of men to tell us what are some good things that we can use so we can avoid this?
Sweet, so you can go long and strong. Nitric oxide and zinc. Nitric oxide is a gas that relaxes the muscles, allowing the blood to flow through, which causes the stiff arm. Zinc. You never want to be zinc deficient when it's time, so keep zinc a part of your everyday routine. It increases testosterone, libido, and it can help with erectile dysfunction. So for nitric oxide, eat foods like red meat, garlic, broccoli, and spinach. And avoid things like mouthwash for antiseptics because it can rob you of your nitric oxide. And for zinc, I like to use two hard hitters, watermelon and black water. Black water is...
Hold up, brother. They told us they told us that it would be bad if we ate red meat. That's what they said. You know what I'm saying? It would be bad if you ate red. I'm not saying eat it with the blood, but meat in general. They said it's bad. You would get prostate if you keep on eating that red meat. But now everything's flipped around. You know what I'm saying? We got new knowledge, new information about these things. So listen to what the brother is saying. It is okay to eat a fat steak. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my brothers, they was like, man, I can't even do that. They said, if I eat too much red meat, if I eat too much meat, it'll give me prostate. That's what we were all saying, because that's the knowledge that they gave us. It's 2026 now. Have things changed? No, the information changed, and we got to be able to move with the times. My bad, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Loaded with fulvic acid trace minerals, which is packed with a lot of zinc in it. Watermelon, especially the one with the black seeds in it, is a testosterone booster in itself because it's loaded with zinc as well. But together, yeah. So for the men, say this video. For the women,
man, thank you, brother, for coming to the show. I'm finna go out and buy me some zinc. I don't know where I'm gonna get it at. I don't even know how much it costs. But if I gotta sit up here and I gotta ejaculate 21 times, the only thing that's going to build up my testosterone is for me to work out. That's it. But the brother's saying it's foods that we can eat too. I know if you work out, brother, you know what I'm saying? Do something, you know what I'm saying? Something. It could be a walk. It could be cardio. It could be any lifting weights. Excuse me. It's going to build up your testosterone. You know what I'm saying? So you will even out. But now I know, you know what I'm saying, it's certain foods that I can consume. And if I was just to go out and just buy me some zinc, that's going to help me with me producing testosterone. Brother, thank you for coming to the show tonight.
People don't know, though, is that everybody makes cancer cells. Probably 6 or 7 times in your life. And there's 3 things that feed cancer cells that we know of today. 1, cortisol, stress, that literally feeds cancer cells and makes them grow. What people don't.
This is why a man does not need a stressful woman. God said, it would be better for a man to live out in the wilderness all by himself than to live with a contentious woman. What does that mean? A woman that's causing stress on you, just like I've been preaching for so long. Stress is a killer to man. You know what I'm saying? These are the reasons why I be saying what I be saying. What did she say? You know what I'm saying? She said stress. She said it started with a Z. Let's go back. My bad.
No, though, is that everybody makes cancer cells. Probably 6 or 7 times in your life. And there's 3 things that feed cancer cells that we know of today. 1, cortisol.
Oh, that's what it was. Cortisol. Now, I don't know what the food that cortisol, what is the damn food that people eat that cortisol is in? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? What is that? You know what I'm saying? Where does it, what kind of food is it? Hold on, give me a second. Let me look it up real fast. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, 6 foods that may help reduce cortisol according to experts. 6 foods reduce cortisol. Salmon, you got to eat a lot of salmon. You got to eat a lot of avocados. You got to eat any fermented foods, eggs, and fermented, that means like cereal and what does it say? Because it's your glutes. Fermented food, rich plant food, promotes more balance. So fermented food, eggs, bananas, and spinach. So don't eat no damn spinach. You know what I'm saying? You be like, what do you mean, Joseph? Because it got 24 grams of cortisol in it. Bananas, you know what I'm saying? 32 grams of cortisol in it. You know what I'm saying? Fermented food, don't eat that. My bad. I said it wrong. No, this is the prevention. Yeah, I'm right. 6 foods that may reduce cortisol. So we can't eat this. My bad. I said that wrong. My bad. Let me retract that. My bad. 6 foods that we can eat that will reduce cortisol: salmon, avocados, eggs, fermented foods, bananas, spinach. We got to make that we got to make that a part of what we eat. Now, what are some things that have that cortisol in it that'll make your cortisol level spike? Sugary processed foods. Got to stop that. Cantina drinks. So anything like pop and soda and anything that would be a cantina drink. Alcohol. We got to reduce our levels of alcohol. Alcohol can cause your body to produce more cortisol than usual. So yeah, alcohol. We gotta fall back on the alcohol. That's why your brother, I say, drink light beer. Don't be messing with no hard liquor. You know what I'm saying? That hard liquor is gonna make you spike. If you drink a beer and it's the light beer, and you be like, damn, Jose, you just messing up everything for me, brother. I'm just saying, brother, I love you, so I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to live a long life. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself some light beer. Okay. Trans fats. Can't be messing with no trans fats. Why? Because all of these things right here will spike the level of the cortisol that's already in your blood. Sugary processed foods, cantina drinks, alcohol, and trans fats. Thank you for coming to the show tonight, lady. Thank you for coming to the show tonight.
Number 1 diet to reduce risk of fatal prostate cancer progression. Following a plant-based diet has been associated with a reduced risk of everything from type 2 diabetes to premature death. The new study found that men who ate the largest quantities of plant-based foods had a reduced risk of developing fatal prostate cancer by 47%, particularly in men under 65. The number 1 diet.
Now, this is what I mean that technology has changed. Like, we didn't know, like all our older generations, a lot of them died because they didn't want to get their prostates checked. They didn't want to be humiliated and treated like they was going to county or to jail or to prison. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want some grown man sitting up over there behind them like that. I can't be mad, but I have lost some people because of this. You know what I'm saying? I have lost some people that's in my family that I have never got a chance to see because of this. You know what I'm saying? So we thought as men that the only way that you can be tested for that right there would be, we all know, brother, what they're saying. But now it's a PSA now, and you can go in and have them draw your blood and it'll show if that's what you have. And now they're saying with the with the rectal exam that they used to give men before, that's no good. You know what I'm saying? That is not, it is not a good detector if they're even going to find it. It's like half and half. So now, you know what I'm saying? Now we got the PSA test that we could take. All we got to do is go in there, and any man of the age of 50 years old need to get himself checked out. You know what I'm saying? Early, you know what I'm saying? Because if they check you and that's what you have early, then they can fight it. They can kill it. They can eradicate it. But if you want to be hard headed and you don't want to take yourself down there, this might be the reason why you don't live a long life. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
How do we check for prostate cancer, fellas? DRE, rectal exam, blood test. Let me tell you something. According to the United States Preventive Task Force, the digital rectal exam is no longer recommended as a primary option. How many of y'all knew that before I just said that? Did y'all know a lot of men don't go to the doctor because they don't want to have that done? I'm one of them. I don't want to have done either. So just, if I can be real with you, just get your doctor to do the blood. It's called PSA. All right?
Because we're not homosexual men. We don't like men like that. So we definitely don't want no man behind us. And it keeps a lot of black men from going down there to be tested because they don't want nobody around their rectum. I can't be mad at you for that. I told y'all, I have lost people in my life because they didn't want to go down there and be tested because they're not homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to be treated in any type of fashion. But we have to move with the times. We have to.
Now, the recommendation is to get it done at 50. Now, back in the days, it's 40. The recommendation is 50. But if you're high risk, you get it at 45. That's one of the biggest risk factors for.
What would make you in a high risk factor if you know of people in your family that had that? Your grandfathers, your uncles, your dads. You might want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? You might want to really put your thinking cap on and think about this issue.
Prostate cancer in men. Being what? Being black. That's a risk factor. You get it at 45, and you got family history, you get it younger. Did y'all know that the 5-year survival for prostate cancer that's caught early is 100%? So why not just do what we got to do to catch it early?
Thank you, brother, for coming to the show tonight. Thank you, brothers, for coming to the show tonight. We really appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Hey, I love all my brothers out here. That's why I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I'm introducing the thought. A lot of us push that thought to the back of their mind because they do not want to go to a doctor. And once more again, and have another person around their rectum, boy or girl, it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Thank you for coming to the show tonight.
5 signs of prostate cancer: difficulty peeing, a weak urinary stream, a stream that ends with dribbling and waking up to pee at night, blood in the urine or blood in the semen or both, pain in the bones, lower back pain, an overall feeling of not feeling well. The last and most important is you may not have any symptoms at all. Prostate cancer can be detected by a simple blood test and physical exam by your medical provider. If this is you, get checked.
I want you to go out there. You know what I'm saying? I got to run up in there. You know what I'm saying? Nope. They said by the ages of 45, you know what I'm saying? 45 years old because men are living longer. Back in the day, the men that was 30 years old in the wild, wild west and growing up, they didn't know nothing about this, so they died. That's why the life expectancy for somebody in the 1800s wasn't that high like that. Let me look it up real quick. Just real quick. Let me look it up real quick. Give me a second. You know what I'm saying? This is in real time. You know what I'm saying? I'm really looking it up to see. What was the life expectancy of a man that grew up in the early 1900s? Hold on, give me a second. It's a damn shame. You know what I'm saying? Men back then, life expectancy at birth was around 46 to 48 years old. Heavily influenced by high infant mortality through severe childhood, longer, into their 60s and their 70s, depending on exactly where they were born and the factors like race and disease. So men back in the early 1900s, they really didn't live that long like that. 46, 48. If they really took care of themselves, they died off at 70. You know what I'm saying? Years old. So we got new technology now. We got new information now. We have to, sister, thank you for coming to the show. We have to use this new information that we are given as men. And this goes 2 times for so-called African American men. You sisters that's listening to this show, my sisters out there, you have husbands, you have husbands, you have brothers, you have uncles, and you have grandfathers. If you can just plant this seed inside of their ear and come around and water it every now and again, because a man is hard-headed. We hard-headed as men, and we do need the loved ones to try to push us a little bit. It's okay, my brothers. Times has changed. All you need to do is get a PSA test. That's it.
2016 of over like 32,000 men that were followed for 18 years. This study showed that men who ejaculated at least 21 times per month had about a 20% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who ejaculated between 4 to 7 times per month. This is for men in the age group.
So you just can't get it in once a week, brother. You can't do that. I don't know how you're going to be able. And you know, we really got to think. I can go 3 rounds, but after that 3 rounds with my woman, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be harder for me like that. So I can't. So what? I got 3 rounds in me one day. I got 3 rounds in me the next day. That's only 6 times. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to try to figure out how I could speed this process up, you know what I'm saying? And remember all the things that our brothers and our sisters told you about, the supplements that you could take to produce more testosterone inside of yourself. Go ahead, sister. My bad. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Oh, cute, beautiful self. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Of the 20s and also the 40s. And there are also other studies that have linked increased ejaculation with lower risk of prostate cancer, which, by the way, sounds really great. Also, by the way, 1 in 8 men in the United States will get.
So if you don't want to have sex with your man, you really don't love him like that. You know what I'm saying? If you got a man, right? And you being so stingy with the cookies, you're killing him. You know what I'm saying? You killing him because you don't want to give it up and you don't want to put it out. But we as men, we got to put it out. We have to. You know what I'm saying? We're hunters and gatherers. You know what I'm saying? A man's job is to give. And the seed, we got to give it up. You know what I'm saying? We have to. So I look at women, you know what I'm saying, that sit up there and hide they kitty cat from the man. You really don't love that man like that. You really don't. If he gotta ejaculate 21 times in a month's time, in a year's time, that's 244 nuts a man gotta bust. He gotta ejaculate that many times in a year time. And you sitting up over here being stingy. I'm sorry, sister. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Prostate cancer. This is not an uncommon cancer, unfortunately. But I need to also say, however, that in terms of the studies, we do have some studies that have not necessarily found these findings. There are some studies that have not seen much of an impact on ejaculation and prostate cancer risk. There are a number of theories of why ejaculation could lower prostate cancer risk. If in fact this is the deal, I should say that we do need more stuff.
I wouldn't even take no chances with this, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's just like God and Jesus. They exist. You know what I'm saying? They exist. They're around us. You cannot believe them if you don't want to. You're going to pay for it. This is something that we can't close our eyes to and be like, oh, I'm going to wait until next year and see what they say next year. No, you got this year, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got this year, brother. You know what I'm saying? So
studies, but I should also say that ejaculating more for most men is probably not a problem if that's what you would like to do to potentially lower your prostate cancer risk. Well, there was a big study done in 2016 of
Thank you for coming to the show tonight, sweetie, with your fine, pretty self. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. I'm going to bring one more brother into this for tonight because I feel that in this sensitive topic that I have covered for tonight, I hope and I pray in Jesus Christ's name that it finds you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It finds you, brother. All the men in this world, I hope this video finds you. You know what I'm saying? So you can get to work. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to work outside, but you got to go to work in the bedroom with your woman too. You got to get to work, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this video finds you. I hope that you are man enough to sit through this whole video and gain all this new knowledge that I barely found out today. You know what I'm saying? I barely found out all this information, and I'm sharing it with you because it's something serious. You're going to have to think. So I got one more speaker and I'm out. Peace and blessings be upon your night. Glory, glory to the eternal living God. But until next time, my brothers, until next time, my sisters, glory, glory to the eternal forever living God, Yah, the Lord of hosts.
Prostate cancer could be growing inside you and you never know it until it was too late. Here are 3 things every black man needs to know. Number 1, black men are twice as likely to die from prostate cancer. It's not because we're weaker, it's because we are diagnosed later. Number 2, you won't feel it coming. It starts with no symptoms, but once it spreads, it's harder to treat. And number 3, a simple blood test could save your life. It's called a PSA test. If you're 45 or older, or your dad or brother had it, ask your doctor now. Prostate cancer.
Don't be waiting around. Don't think that you can be dilly-daddling and tearing on and that you already 46, brother. You need to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? Brother, you just turned 45. You need to get yourself up in there. You know what I'm saying? We can drop some blood. It'll be all right. But I got to get going. And I hope that you paid attention to this video. Brother, thank you for dropping by the show for tonight and lacing us with all this information that this is that we need as men.
Oh shit! What's he gonna do? Oh! Oh my goodness!
I can't take much more. We're just getting started. Agent Flowers is hard. Wait a minute. Oh!